They're trying to debunk the idea that dead people voted, but what's the truth? Who are you going to believe? This is the end of Hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It's Wednesday, November 12th, 2020. Stay tuned for Hour 3 with Jesse Lee. It's 7:55 a.m. here in Los Angeles. After JLP, catch the Hake Report. And this afternoon/evening, 4 p.m. my time, 7 Eastern, Sunday Service Archive premiere, 4 p.m. Pacific. RebuildingTheMan.com/church. RebuildingTheMan.com/church on the Bond Rebuilding the Man YouTube channel. They're also they claim that they weren't backdating ballots. Now they're claiming that dead people didn't vote. The far left Twitter says thousands of dead people did not cast ballots in Michigan or Pennsylvania, according to CNN and factcheck.org. They are not exactly objective. There is no evidence that thousands of dead people voted in the 2020 election in Wayne County, Michigan, according to a fact-checking by CNN and PolitiFact. There's also no evidence that a substantial number of votes were fraudulently cast by dead people in PA. The failing New York Slimes and factcheck.org report a CNN analysis of a viral claim suggesting that there were something like 14,000 cases of ballots being cast in the name of the deceased. Did not find a single instance of that happening, they say. Claims also circulated suggesting dead people cast ballots in PA, Pennsylvania. However, election experts said that while this occasionally happens, it is exceedingly rare, says factcheck.org. Shenanigans, but the Epic Times, and look it up, it's pronounced epic, not epoch, unless you're British or stubborn or ignorant, which I can be too. More than 10,000 dead people cast ballots in Michigan, according to an analysis. It says the Epic Times headline. More than 10,000 people confirmed or suspected dead have returned their mail-in ballots to vote in Michigan, according to an analysis of the state's own election data. About 9,500 voters confirmed dead through the Social Security Death Index, SSDI, are marked in the state's mail voter databases as having returned ballots. Another nearly 2,000 are 100 years old or more and aren't listed as known living centenarians. Those are people who are 100 years old or older. The analysis was provided by Richard Barris, also known as @Peoples_Pundit, People's Pundit on Twitter, Peoples_Pundit, director of Big Data Poll. The data indicates that somebody else was trying to vote on behalf of these people. It's also entirely possible that some of them aren't even real people, Barris told the Epic Times via email. If someone is 110 or some ridiculous age, we should have their death record, but do not. Americans are older than 110 are exceedingly rare. Only a handful of such seniors are known to live in Michigan. According to the 2010 census, there were 1,729 centenarians in Michigan, and that was 10 years ago. Side note, I looked up the Open Data PA government website that I showed you on the Hake Report earlier this week, I think, or last week. 2020 election mail ballot requests from the Department of State there. And they said the reason some birth dates will display as 1/1/1800 is due to confidentiality reasons for the registered voters. Usually this is for victims of domestic violence, they say. But they don't explain the birthdays from 1850, 1854, 1899, 1900, 1903, and so on. It's ridiculous. Government denies problems. Even if somebody tried to vote on behalf of a deceased person, the vote would be rejected, according to this woman, Tracy Wimmer, female spokesman for Michigan Secretary of State. Ballots of voters who have died are rejected in Michigan, even if voters cast an absentee ballot and then died before Election Day, she claimed to the Epic Times via email. However, Barris is not convinced. That's the Open Data Poll guy. While I'm open to the idea that some of these may have been rejected, I am not open to any outright dismissal that they are all rejected, he said in a November 8th tweet. The data on many ballots how many ballots were rejected is not available yet. And she said if a ballot received a living voter may be recorded in a way it makes it appear as if the voter is dead. Confusing, huh? I'm James Hake, now on to Jesse.